It's late in the evening here in Singapore and it's time for qualifying, so settle down and enjoy the action. How will Nico Rosberg be approaching this qualifying session?
Well, he'll know that it's crucial to start this race in pole position, so he has to deliver the maximum when it really matters. We all know he's got the speed in qualifying, he's shown that time and time again, but now's the time to make it happen.
Hey there guys, it's Tom and welcome back to a brand new video, and we're here for part number 13 I believe of my F1 2015 career mode as Kimi Raikkonen, and we're here at the bright lights and the night skies of Singapore, and what a beautiful track this is on this game. This track looks absolutely fantastic, and here we are in qualifying as usual, and there is a minute or so left in the session, and we're going to try and set our qualifying lap here. As we're coming down the pit straight, you're going to come down to the first corner. I'll run full through there, but you probably want to run third gear, and not very good turns 1, 2, 3 there, completely really getting it messed up and getting our line really wrong. As we now go through turn 4, down the third gear, and we actually get a really nice line this time, hitting the apex nicely, running up to the wall, and then you want to open up the DRS as we go down the straight here, the longest straight on the track, with the DRS wide open, hitting about 310 kilometers an hour before you slow it all down to third gear for turn number 6, I believe that is. And then you want to get a little bit of a nice, we get a little bit of a wiggly exit there, but then we're going to turn 7, we're taking third gear. You can run second if you like, I personally prefer third as we go through turn 8 in third gear. A very simple corner, just make sure you don't run out into the wall, and then we go a short little square on the power here as we come into turn number 9, which used to be the old famous Singapore sling, and we're running fourth gear, then a little right left chicane in third gear. Make sure you don't kiss up to the wall because you can get a puncture sometimes, which has happened to me before, as they slow it all down for the hairpin where Massa infamously overtook Bruno Senna in second gear there. And once again we're now kicking out onto the second of the longest straights here on this track, and you slow it all down for turn number 14, down to second gear, hitting the apex. I probably could have run third gear and carried a bit more speed through there, but never mind, still pretty decent line though, as we now come through this another right left chicane here in third gear, taking a really sweet line. Have a bit of patience on the power, then finally step on it when you straighten up, and you want to slow it all down once again for a left right chicane, this time going under the bridge, the infamous bridge here at Singapore. Then we get a massive tank slapper on the exit as we now go through another right left chicane here, and this is going to open us up now down this little square on the power into the final double apex final corner here, and we're going to go down to fourth gear, quickly back up to fifth, go on the power, open up DRS, and we come across the line, and it's pole position here in Singapore. And that was actually a pretty decent lap, a couple of mistakes, and as you saw, that little tank slapper just at the end of the lap there, but overall a pretty okay lap, probably could have improved the tag, but nevertheless pole position for us here in Singapore, and that definitely sets us up nicely for the race and for some good points.
That's a perfect end to the day for Lewis Hamilton, who'll be on pole now for tomorrow's race.
Well, he's got to be pleased with that. He's worked hard for it and deserves the result. He'll now turn his sights to tomorrow for what should be a very exciting race.
The lights are on and shining brightly here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit for the start of the Singapore Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton starts on pole today, and with the blistering pace he's shown all weekend long, it shouldn't come as a surprise if he leaves the opposition in his wake during the race today.
He's definitely going to be difficult to beat today, but anything can happen, so we'll have to keep a close eye on how this unfolds over the course of the race.
When you come to a team as a 4-time world champion, that comes with a large amount of expectation. So how do you think Sebastian Vettel has dealt with that pressure so far this season?
I think Seb knew he needed a new challenge, and that's why he engineered his way out of Red Bull and into Ferrari. We're seeing a different driver this season to last, and he really is back on form.
So here we are then, it's race day here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit, and we're going to give up to 5 red lights, and we are underway, and we actually get a pretty poor start and a lot of wheel spin off the line here as we go through the gears, and we're going to turn 1 now, and we get hit from behind. We have to counter steer, and we go straight into Rosberg there, but we managed to avoid contact surprisingly, but we get a warning for a collision with our teammate Sebastian Vettel there. So we got hit up the rear end there for some reason, but we managed to get away unscathed, and we just had to do a bit of correction. But as you see, his yellow flag's going off behind, so it must have been some kind of incident, but we've managed to keep okay, right up in the sharp end at least. We're just amongst the top 4, the usual top 4 here, and we're going to have to try and do a bit of a comeback drive because we was in pole. I think I was going to go into turn 1, probably in second place, because I was going to go up the inside of Rosberg, but someone tapped us like you saw up the rear, which forced us to take evasive action, and we just kind of had a bit of a scary moment there, and not the thing you wanted around Singapore, where a corner where you get punished really hardly for any mistakes because the walls are obviously so close to the track. But here we are at the end of lap 1, going onto the start of lap number 2. We're behind our teammate Sebastian Vettel as we come across the start finish, and we've got a brilliant run on Vettel here as we go down the pit straight, and we're going to go up the inside of the first corner here, dropping down the third gear, and we covered off the inside, so we take a nice line and we go up into third place. So a nice overtake there from us to get us back into the podium positions and past our teammate. And now we're skipping later on into the race, as you can see, and we're now behind Nico Rosberg on lap number 4, and we're going through this right-left chicane, and we've got a nice little run in. Rosberg has a bit of a wiggle on the exit. We're going to try and dive it up the inside off the hairpin here. Second gear, we're going to run it in quite deep, but we are going to squeeze Rosberg out, and we are going to take second place. And a nice little late dive bomb there, reminiscent of Massa's overtake on Bruno Senna there, just not as spectacular, obviously, but now on lap number 7, as you can see, we're behind Lewis Hamilton, the race leader, and we're going to get a really good run through the final corner, and DRS is now enabled as we open up the rear flap. Can we go up the inside of turn number 1? We're gaining on Lewis Hamilton down the straight. We're going to pull to the inside, brake really late. We're going to fill up the inside, and we are going to make the move. And that is a brilliant overtake from really far back into first place. And just like the Vettel move, we actually got the move done really nice into turn 1 there, and really cleanly, and shutting off the door to avoid any sort of undercut or switchback. So here we are now on lap number 8, as you can see, and we're coming into the pit lane now for our first pit stop this race. And the Mercedes, both of them are going around for another lap or 2, but me and Vettel are both pitting for our pit stop now for some fresh tyres. And it's a really good pit stop from Ferrari there, and hopefully the crew don't stack up, and Vettel can also get his stop done nice and quickly. It's actually not the best pit stop, a 2.5. We've had better than that over the season, but a 2.5 pit stop, I'm still not going to complain. It's okay. It's an okay pit stop as we leave the pits, and we are going to presumably rejoin in third place here. So a good little stint there, good first stint, and a really good pace. So we're going to see now what happens as we rejoin onto lap number 10 now. As you can see, we've got both Mercedes in the pits, and we're going to go back on into first place now. So the undercut worked nicely. We didn't lose any time. If anything, we actually gained quite a bit, and so far so good. As you can see, we're setting the purple lap there on lap 11, and now later on onto lap number 16. As you can see, we are just really pulling up a gap on Hamilton. As you can see, he's nowhere near on the mini-map, and our pace is still really good. You'll see in a minute now as Hamilton crosses the line there. He's 9.3 behind, I believe. So we really are stretching out the gap here at Singapore. We're definitely making this race our own. And as you can see now at the end of lap 17, we're coming in for our second and presumably final pit stop here at Marina Bay. And hopefully we can get another good stop once again. And here we are into the pit box, and we're going to go onto the prime tyres this time and go to the end. Very good pit stop there, 2.5, bit faster than last time, and Hamilton's actually gone round for another lap. So Mercedes doing the same as last time, and they're going around once again. I think Rosberg's also stayed out for another lap, but I have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, there's Rosberg, so Rosberg's gone round another lap. But Vettel once again is coming behind us, and there should be no worries for him stacking up, as we got our pit stop done ages ago. So far so good for us in the Ferrari Canberra, as Mercedes having to stack all the time. But here we are on lap number 19, hitting some traffic, and Mary's going really slow, and he spun us round. So Mary spun us round there. We tried to go around him for some reason, but I think our rear tyres just clipped, so not good for us there, and that's going to cost us a lot of time, because the Mercedes, if you remember, did not pit. They're still going round, and they're presumably going to pit at the end of this lap. So our lead of about 9 seconds could be severely compromised here thanks to that spin. And now we come to the end of lap number 19 and lap 20, and we are going to retake the lead. And lucky enough, that spin didn't cost us too much time, and we've managed to keep our lead thanks to that undercut. But that could have been a hell of a lot worse. We could have hit a wall and maybe lost that front wing. But here we are now on lap 22 behind Felipe Nasr, hitting the lap traffic now, which is kind of annoying around this track because there's not much room to overtake. And we're going past him, and Nasr's coming back at us here, but finally he decides to back off sensibly, because he's a lap car. There's no need to battle with the race leader here, as you could get yourself in trouble. But here we are on the end of lap number 24, going to lap 25, going through the final corner, and we've got more traffic. This time it's Grosjean and Hulkenberg, and we're going to get a nice run out the final corner with DRS, and we're going to go up the inside of Grosjean here, presumably up the inside of Grosjean up turn 1. Yes, we do, go up the inside, make the move, and now we're going to see if we can try and overtake Nico Hulkenberg, who's ahead of us. And we've got to try and dispatch this traffic as quick as possible, because we've got to rebuild that gap to Hamilton. As you can see on the left, the gap is currently 11 seconds, and we just want to keep ourselves a bit of a cushion in case anything happens, just like what happened with Mary just about 6 laps ago. So here we are now behind Nico Hulkenberg with the DRS. We're just going to breeze past his inside here. Hulkenberg actually brakes quite late, but we are going to get him back up the inside nevertheless. And nice clean move there from us to get us up into, not up in there, we're still in first place, but we're going to stay in first place and make sure that lap traffic, like I said, doesn't get in our way here at Singapore. And as you can see now, we're once again behind Ericsson. More traffic here at Singapore, and lap 26, we're going to get DRS and go up his inside here through the kink, down the straight, and there should be an easy pass for us, hopefully. And we're going to, that's another car now off the list of lap cars, so good stuff from us so far. and now coming later on in the race here. As you see, we've got a couple more lap cars, so there's a lot of that traffic at the minute, but we're not losing too much time. Maldonado actually nicely moves out of the way. First time I've seen that in a long time from an AI car, but they seem to battle you here for some reason. But it's another car off the list, and now we're going to try and lap Sergio Perez, who's ahead of us, and I think we're going to overtake in the exact same place as Nico Hulkenberg. As you can see on the left, Hamilton is 13.4 behind, so he's dropping back. He seems to be having issues with the traffic of his own, and that's definitely benefiting us here. We've only 5 laps to go, and we're behind Sergio Perez now with the DRS, and we're going to go up the inside. He's got no chance. We're going to brake nice and late, hold the inside, squeeze him out, and that's a move done and dusted here. And we're going to see if we can try and take us. Perez comes back up her inside. Perez dives it right back up the inside for some reason. He goes for the dive bomb, and we're going side by side, but we are going to get back in front. And the AI there really feisty for some reason, just being really aggressive and going for the dive bomb there last second. Almost tried to take me out of the race, but nevertheless, here we are on the last lap of the race. We're going to come through the final corner to win the Singapore Grand Prix, and what a dominant race victory from us there, and thoroughly deserved. And we had some brilliant pace all weekend around this track, and we take the full 25 points and our second win on the bounce here in career mode, and definitely starting to mount a title charge here for us in this championship.
Another race win for the team from Maranello. The grandstands are awash with red flags to salute their man.
Ultimately, it's all about whoever reaches the checkered flag first, and today was his day.
After all that excitement, it's time for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
Okay, so there we have it. As you can see, official confirmation. We win the race. We get the full fat 25 points. And Vettel actually gets in third. So good points for Ferrari here. And we get more points than Mercedes. So that's good for the constructors. Lewis Hamilton comes home in second. And Rosberg in fourth. So usual title rivals here. As you can see, we're now 6 points clear of Lewis Hamilton now. And we're now 12 points clear of Rosberg and 40 points clear of... we're 12 points clear of Vettel and 40 points clear of Nico Rosberg. So... really good stuff in the championship, and we're starting to stretch out a little bit of a gap now, and we can try and keep this momentum up in the next couple of races. We can really give ourselves some breathing space. We've only a couple of races left to go now in the season, and it should be an interesting one. As you can see in the constructors real quick, we're now 34 points clear of Mercedes, so good stuff for us there. But yeah guys, that's going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy them, please do smash the like button, as it really does help my channel out. And if you're new around here, please do subscribe, and follow me on Twitter if you do, @Tom87HD for updates. And that's pretty much it guys, so I'll see you guys next time. So from me, goodbye.